All right. Yep. Nope. I get it. Yep. No, I agree with you. We're going vinyl. We're going big boy. We're going 20 by 50. What do you mean? There's no way. Well, all right. Nope. I'll figure it out. Nope. All right. Love you. Bye.
What's up, man?
Well, you heard, we're going vinyl. We're putting a 20 by 50 in. She's telling me she can't pick a liner.
What?
Yeah.
With all these samples?
I, I
And
get,
there's 50 different options at least here in my hands.
I, I don't know. Can't pick it.
Let's figure it out. How's it going? Liner pools.
Liner
Pros and
pools it is.
cons. Pro.
Build it on site. So if you dream up a shape or size you want to put a big old 20 by 50 like I was talking about, you want to do a lazy L, you want to do a Grecian, we can build it anything we want.
Yep. Automatic pool covers go in rectangles, so you always got to keep that in mind.
Yep.
We do a lot of custom things inside that rectangle, different
Yeah.
sun deck links, different
Egress
depths,
points.
and things like that. So there's a lot of different options. It's kind of like within reason, you
Right.
draw it up, we could probably make it happen.
Yep.
Um,
You want a diver, you want a sport bottom, you want more of a flat bottom. Pretty much anything we can do because, like I said, we're forming it on site. We're building it. Putting the bottom in it. We get to design it.
yeah, we can design what you want. So it's a good thing about liner pools there. Again, large pools as well.
Yep.
Uh, good thing about a liner change sometimes. Like, guess what? You just change the color, the tile border.
Yep.
You change the
Maybe
look of it.
maybe you didn't like the white pebble liner the first time, so it was a little too light for you. You want to go with the darker blue textured pattern the next one.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get to refresh and it looks like a brand new pool.
Yes.
So
it
that
does.
is a huge thing because I mean, who doesn't like changing and getting new things every once in a while?
Yeah.
I mean, we change our phones every couple of years. Why not change our liners every so often and it looks like a brand new pool?
Yeah. What's some cons to a liner pool here, Alex?
Well, talking about that liner replacement. I mean, it is a
It's costly.
very costly experience. I mean, you have the liner, you have labor, and you got water because there's no saving that water. So, I mean, it is a very costly experience, and you're not just doing it once.
Right.
So, over the lifespan of that pool, I mean, you could do it 3, 4 times.
Easily, and then you
You
do 3 or 4 times in 15 years
Right?
if you're not careful.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're not watching your chemistry and your maintenance and stuff like that, you could damage that liner fairly quickly. So, you need to pay attention to that, so you do get your full lifespan out of your liner. But yeah, you need to be ready and understand that every so often you are going to put a new liner in that pool.
Yep. And the liners are pretty slick as well. We
Mm-hmm.
always hear homeowners like, "Oh, I slid down into the deep end" and things like
Yeah.
that.
Trying to walk and all of a sudden, I'm underwater. So that's something you got to watch. Wrinkling and fading.
Yes.
I mean, that is probably the biggest thing besides a hole in the liner where you're losing water. Wrinkling, fading is going to happen.
Yep. Maintenance, talking about cleaning it and things like that. Definitely when it gets older, you got these wrinkles you're trying to run a vac over, which you can't because it's all bubbly.
Yep.
Vacuuming under folds and stuff like that because a liner at the end of its life is going to be
Yep.
pretty ugly.
And unfortunately, once it really starts, there's no stopping it, unfortunately. I mean, it's aesthetics until the point where it wrinkles, puts holes in it, and if there's holes in that wrinkle, it's time to change it.
Yep.
So you can't patch it very well. Luckily, if it's a hole somewhere else, on a flat surface, it can be patched. But then you deal with seeing a spot that looks like fresh liner material rather than faded out
patch.
and aged. It's
It's
a
a
patch.
band-aid. It's a band-aid on it.
Yep.
Get you some extra life and things like that. Uh, you know, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, just like every other pool. I mean, there's cons and there's pros and there's compromises. Liner pools are still great. I mean, we make huge, beautiful liner pools. You just have to be under the.
just got to be educated on what you're
you got to
getting
know
into and what
what
to
happens.
expect.
Yeah,
We didn't talk about this, but like liner expectancy, 7 to 10 years is what a lot of the industry says.
yep,
But when we talked about, these wrinkles and folds, sometimes it's at year 4. So
That
you're
could
at year
be-
5 and you're just putting up with it for a few extra years because, again, you don't want to spend the cost of the money
Right.
on a new liner this year.
Yep.
You want to get another year. So it's a lot of hassles and things like that and spending a lot of money on a pool that every 5 to7 years it's going to look a little crappy.
yep. And then you spend your entire summer thinking about the liner rather than enjoying
Enjoying your
it with
pool.
friends and family and all that stuff. So it is something you just got to pay attention to, and you just got to be aware of. Like I said, it's still a great option because I mean, you want something big, baller pool. I mean, you're going vinyl liner.
Yeah,
So
and
I
it's,
mean,
it's a lower entry point for a swimming pool too.
yes,
So it's definitely cheaper than a fiberglass, and it's a lot cheaper than replastering
Yeah.
a pool on a concrete side, and it's a way less on the cost than doing a concrete pool
Yes.
on initial cost.
it's a great entry point, getting you in a pool and getting you something you can enjoy and love.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's it. See
Bye.
you later.